Those storms over the weekend brought some significant damage across western Massachusetts.
22 News reporter Julia O'Keefe is live in Springfield with a look at the cleanup efforts.
That's right, Rich and Kaylee. We're here on Truman Street off of Wilbraham Road in Springfield, where we're still seeing some of that damage left over from Saturday's storms. You can take a look behind me at this fallen tree right here. This large tree fell across both yards here on Truman Street. Now, like I said, we're off of Wilbraham Road, right down the street from Western New England University, where we also had reports of trees down. Now, this comes as finals begin today, and the campus commencement ceremony is just 10 days away from today on May 15th. But some of the most significant of the damage was in eastern Hampshire and Hampden counties. The worst of the storms came through the area Saturday afternoon into the evening. You're looking at pictures of damage in Ware. The town had over 3,500 residents without electricity at its peak, while nearby in Palmer, just over 1,000 residents were reported without power. According to the MEMA power outage map, thousands of residents were without power across the state, and as of around 8 p.m. Saturday, more than 11,000 people were affected. Now, meanwhile, here in Springfield, the city saw heavy rain Saturday that caused temporary power outages and road closures. There was also a transformer fire, several trees down on houses in this area and in the Forest Park area, and a utility pole down, according to damage reports. Now, you should expect cleanup efforts to continue early this week, and there also is more rain on the way, so stay with 22 News for the latest in news and weather. Working for you live in Springfield, Julia O'Keefe, 22 News.
Thank you, Julia. And lots of that damage hit further out in western Hampden and Hampshire counties as well. 22 News reporter Nicole Buddy was in Palmer as the cleanup continues.
Dashcam video showing the moment high winds brought down trees in a Palmer resident's backyard. The storm knocking down the fence around his horse, the animal seen in panic. The man who lives at this home told 22 News his horse was not hurt, but the fence a total loss. River Street and Rondeau Street in Palmer filled with tree stumps, some of them with roots pulled out of the ground, one tree blocking Ware Road, the only way to get up to Palmer Motorsports Park. High winds also causing power lines to come down, some blocking the road to homes. Palmer police say a majority of the storm calls were managed by one dispatcher and limited staffing until additional crews could get there. Saturday's storm left this home on Rondeau Street with roof damage. You can see right under the gray tarp, there are parts of a tree still there. We knocked on the door of that home, no answer. Neighbors tell us the family was in the basement when the storm hit and no one was hurt. Sunday afternoon, branches and stems still covering the front lawn. Fire crews and National Grid teaming up over the weekend, trimming trees in the road and removing branches from power lines, working around the clock to get power back to homes.
We live on top of a mountain, so it was very windy. We definitely had some big branches fall. It was a good thing I put up the awnings, or else those probably would have came off as well. But
more than 14,000 people were without power across Massachusetts on Saturday. Boston Logan also paused flights for a period of time. Working for you, Nicole Buddy, 22 News.